What's up guys, and welcome to another video on copy trading. My name is Antonio, and on this channel I teach you everything you need to know about how to make money trading Forex signals. In today's video I'm going to be covering 5 different Forex signal channels who I think are 5 of the most promising looking channels going into 2024. 4 of these signal channels are paid groups, but the 5th one is completely free, so make sure to stick around until the end of the video to see which group I'm talking about. Last weekend I made a video where I shared the results of 3 reliable Forex signal channels that I trust enough to use on my live trading accounts. This video is not going to include any of those 3 groups. Now that's not because I don't think those signal groups are promising going into 2024. It's just because I want to give you guys some new content. And by all means, if you want to see the results of those 3 channels that I use on my live trading accounts, go ahead and take a look at last weekend's video. I cover a month's worth of results for those 3 signal channels and a bunch of other signal services as well. And if you want to learn more about how to trade Forex signals and how to make money doing it, consider subscribing to the channel because I post a ton of content on that subject. Now for each of the 5 signal groups in today's video, I'm going to show you guys what each of their signal channels actually looks like, and I'm going to explain why I think each group is a top pick going into the new year. And with some of the signal channels, I've actually already been testing them, so I'm going to be able to show you guys some results from signals that have already been sent. Now let's get into the first signal group. Now the first group I think has tons of promise for the year 2024 is supply and demand snipers. This is a completely new group that I just started reviewing. Now, if I just started reviewing them, why am I so confident that they're going to be a top group this year? It has to do with the risk to reward on their trades. Let's take a look at an example. Let's go to this trade right up here. Now, this trade looks like it's from December 28th. You can see it's an AUD USD sell limit order. Let's throw it up on the chart. Here is that signal on TradingView. This is what it looks like. Here's where the order came in. You can see here December 28th at about 10 a.m. If I go back to the Telegram channel, we can see the signal came in at 9:56 a.m. So right about at this time, and these are the exact entry points. We got 68602 as our entry. Let's look again at Telegram, 68602 right there. And then our stop loss is 68675. Let's look back at the chart. There it is, 68675. So this is where our signal came in. You can see price went up, filled our entry really nicely, and then price dropped down. Since this is a sell position, that's what we want to see. Now let's take a look at the risk to reward. So there was no take profit included in the signal message, but let's just scroll away from this for a second and see how much this trade ran into profit. It just continued to drop and drop and drop. This was an absolute sniper entry. And at this lowest point down here, you can see right up here, we've got a risk to reward of 1 to 30. Now what does risk to reward mean? RR is a way to calculate your profit. Let's use this trade as an example. At the max profit level right here, your RR would have been 30. This means that if your trade had hit the take profit like this, you would have 30 times whatever you risked on that trade. So for example, if I'd risked $100 on this trade right here, my profit would have been $3,000 because it's a 30 to 1 R to R. Now 30R is a phenomenal result, but it's not always very realistic. Even on this trade right here, where he didn't give us a take profit and the price just kept running, the admin of this channel did tell us to take partials multiple times as the price made its way all the way down to where it got to. So taking partials, you would not have gotten that full 30R, but still a really promising trade. Now that trade I just showed you guys is actually from about a week ago, and I still haven't actually forward tested any signals from this group. However, I can back test all of the trade signals that they've already sent using a special feature of my Trade Copier software. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a Trade Copier is, don't worry, I'll give you guys a quick explanation. When you get a trade signal, you go open up your phone, open the MetaTrader app, and you find the Forex pair that you want to trade. You add in the entry price from the signal as well as levels like the stop loss and the take profit. Then you need to open up some sort of lot size calculator and find out what your position size is going to be. This can be a painful process to have to do multiple times a day, and it gets even worse when you think about the likelihood of you sleeping through a lot of the winning trades. And even when you're awake, you need to hope you're not somewhere where your phone is off. A trade copier saves you from all of this hassle. When you get a signal, instead of having to copy over everything and figure out what your lot size is going to be by hand, the copier does all of this for you automatically. Now, if you're unsure about using a trade copier because you don't know how to set one up, don't worry, I have a YouTube video right here on my channel where I show you guys the entire process. It's a step-by-step tutorial. It'll give you everything you need to be able to set up a trade copier on your own. Now let's move on to the next group. Group 2 of the day is the BTTX Elite channel. Now if you've seen pretty much any of my other content, you've seen me talk about this group before. I've been saying for months how I really like this group, and the results I've gotten have backed that up. Since I started testing them a few months ago, the group has reeled in a profit of about 14R, averaging a little under 1R every week. This means that, for example, risking $100 per trade, your overall profit would have been $1,400, and your week-by-week profit would have averaged at a little under $100 per week. Now, with all that said, you might be wondering, why am I not using this group on my live trading accounts? The answer is pretty simple. BTTX channel is not a very Copier-friendly channel. What do I mean by that? Well, Copier-friendly refers to how accurately the trade copier can pick up on the signals that are sent in Telegram. Some signal messages, like this one right here, can be picked up perfectly, while others, like this one right here, won't get picked up at all. With BTFX, the actual trade entries are completely Copier-friendly, but the trade management signals, things like moving the stop loss to break even, closing early, and closing partials, are not very Copier friendly. It also means that following these signals by hand, you might get even better results than the ones I've been sharing. Now, since BTFX is one of the signal channels I'm already reviewing in my free group, if you want to continue tracking their performance, all you have to do is hit subscribe, because I continue reviewing them right here on the channel completely for free. And as you can see here, the BTFX group also has another swing channel where they send more long-term trades. This BTFX swing channel is one of the 20 plus signal providers I review exclusively in my CopyTrader VIP group. My CopyTrader VIP group is for people who are really serious about making money using Forex trading signals. Almost every single week, the VIP members nominate and vote on new signal providers for me to review. And this point leads me into the third signal channel of the video. Now, Synergy FX, our third group of the day, was the winning signal channel of the last vote my CopyTrader VIP group hosted in the year 2023. We also had another vote last week, and we'll have another one this coming week. Now, all the groups reviewed in my VIP look pretty promising at first. After all, they are picked by the members, but this Synergy FX group looked extra promising. They kept getting nominated repeatedly in vote after vote, and I would see members talk about them in my chat room all the time. The chat room is one of the perks you get of being a VIP member. You can see from their signals right up here that they're completely Copier friendly, and they use good risk reward of 1 to 2 on pretty much every trade. Now, Synergy FX is going to be reviewed exclusively in my CopyTrader VIP group. If the group sounds like something you want to be a part of, I'll link it in the description. It's pretty dang cheap. But please don't feel any pressure, because I also review a ton of signal channels in my free group as well. Now, we've got 2 groups left to cover today, and the last one is completely free. Before that, let's talk about Forex Manipulation. It's this group right here. Now, this group had some fantastic weeks last year, and November of 2023, they were the most profitable group I reviewed out of all of my free group providers. Through both November and December, they've gained almost 20R, averaging a little bit under 2R per week. Since R stands for risk, risking $100 per trade, your gain would have been almost $2,000 with an average of a little under $200 a week. Their channel is 100% Copier friendly, and you can see here how they use great risk to reward on their trades. Let's take a look at this trade, for example. It's a GBP USD sell. It's got an entry at 1.26742. Let's chart it up. Here we are over on TradingView. This is where the signal came in about 2:55 a.m. Looking back at the signal message, 2:52 a.m. So about right there. Our entry was at 26742. Here's our entry right here at 26742. Price came down, filled, and we actually ended up getting stopped out on this trade. Price almost hit our take profit, but then it skyrocketed back up. It looks like it hit some news and stopped us out. This would have been a minus 1R. But had this trade gone on just a little bit further and hit that take profit, this would have been a gain of about a little under 4.5R. Risking $100 per trade, gains of $450. With Forex Manipulation, since pretty much all of their trades have really good risk to reward like this, you can have a win rate much less than 50% and still be profitable long term, as long as they're winning every once in a while. Now, like BTFX, this group is reviewed in my free group, so if you want to stay updated on the results, all you have to do is hit that subscribe. Now, our last group of the day is the completely free group of Forex Ed. Most signal channels do actually have a free channel, but this free channel is mostly used to advertise for the paid channel, and they send very, very few trade signals. This group right here doesn't even have an additional paid VIP channel. It's completely free. I'm not affiliated with this group at all, but I am going to link this channel in the description of the video. Demo testing with a free channel like this is a great way to see if you have what it takes to trade Forex signals. Now, this group I've already been testing for a couple weeks, so let's take a look at some of the results I've gotten with my trade copier. Now, this right here is what it looks like inside of the trade copier. This is the TSCopier. You can see that right up here. It's the best trade copier out there. I'll leave a link for it in the description. Remember, if you want to use a copier but don't know how to set it up, I've got a YouTube video showing you the entire process. Now let's look at the Forex Ed results. This is over the course of about 2.5 weeks. Now over this about 2.5 weeks, Forex Ed has made me, this is a demo account, but they've made me a profit of $700. This result is risking $100 per trade, as you can see from the 3 losses, all of which are $100. You can see in the winning trades how the winning trades profit is much bigger than the losing trades. That's because Forex Ed uses a really good risk to reward on their trades. A $700 gain or a 7R gain in just 2.5 weeks is a great result, especially from a completely free channel. Now, I will say that just 2.5 weeks isn't really a long enough time to accurately predict if a group is going to be profitable. That's why I run back tests on all of the groups that I review, free group and VIP group. I can use my trade copier to track all of the signals that have ever been sent in a channel and to show me how those signals performed over time. I ran a back test for the Synergy FX group. I'm going to run one for Forex Ed. I've ran back tests for every group you've seen in this video and every group I've ever reviewed. Now the data for these back tests is shared with my CopyTrader VIP members. They can see things like the profit and loss chart, the Copier settings codes that I use, and the month-by-month results, all as being a member of the group. If you'd like to join and see the results of all the back tests I've done, the link is in the description. Now that wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am considering making a part 2 of this topic, best signal providers going into 2024. So if you got some value from this video, make sure to hit that like so I know you want to see another one. Now feel free to drop a comment with any questions or concerns or I guess comments that you might have on the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one, and I will see you guys in that next video.